Those are typically the two reasons why I decide to cut things in. There was a really bad thunderstorm last night in Tennessee, and the gusts of wind like pushed all of this stuff all over the place, and it kind of came out of nowhere. Do you know the saying, it was raining in sheets? Well, it was actually raining in sheets. Like, it pushed this guy over. This guy's in like the corner, and a gust of wind pushed him all the way over here. That's never happened before. So you're wondering, that's where he goes, in that tiny little corner. And yeah, he was pushed all the way to right there. In yesterday's video, I actually had a whole sequence that I was on my run, and I ended up cutting that out. Like yesterday's video, if I had not, I just recorded that entire thing and it was out of focus. So I'm going to have to re-record it right now. Okay, so what I was saying was, in yesterday's video, I cut a large portion out. Like yesterday's video was originally 12 minutes long, and I cut so much it ended up being like 8 or 9 minutes or something like that. And I was just talking about the two reasons that I have that I like use to figure out if I should cut something or not. And the first reason is going to be if it feels unnecessary to the story, if it feels like it's like distracting me from the story in not a good way. And then the second reason was if it just feels like it's just unnecessary and it causes me to be bored. Like typically when I like decide if I want to cut something is if I feel an urge to like look at my phone or go do something else. Typically I'm bored and I need to like change things up in the video to re-engage like the audience, the viewer, whatever. Those are typically the two reasons why I decide to cut things in videos. And I think really where it gets really, really hard, and it really shows if you're like a mature filmmaker, video content creator, whatever you want to call yourself, or not, is when you really like a scene and you really you spend time crafting and you really love it, but you end up cutting it out anyway because it's better for the sake of the video. It's really easy to cut out bad scenes or scenes that are kind of like cringy or you're not feeling, but it's really, really hard to cut out scenes that you really do enjoy. But I think it shows a sign of maturity when you can like look at your piece of art that you're like making objectively instead of like similar to like parents and a kid or something like that. I'm gonna go back to my run now. Hopefully that all recorded. Sorry that it was like fuzzy for the first little bit, but actually I think it was better because I was able to get a little more precise with what I was saying. We ran out of coffee like last week and we just haven't really wanted to go get more beans, so we're just using our cups that we get but yeah, all that to be said, that's why I'm getting coffee right now down here, because we literally don't have any beans left. So I also made a video or a TikTok talking about our new like policy for our like apartment complex. They only let us have a specific number per month now between an apartment. Yeah, and Savannah did the same video and it got like 500,000 views and everybody was complaining about the same. Apparently that's not a unique thing. Check this out. So I saw this on Instagram, and it was from Will Smith's like account. He's doing a new like movie, and this clip. Just check this out.
Miles! Shoot! Boom, 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 flip! Good! Bitch!
Whenever I see videos like that, it makes me immediately start thinking like, how can I incorporate that in like a practical, affordable way? Because I mean, that's just... was supposed to go get groceries today, but long story short, I ended up just ordering them on Amazon. We used to never order groceries on Amazon or Kroger or whatever, but now that's like mostly what we do, and it's just because like we get the same stuff every single time, and it comes down to a time like efficiency thing, especially and that's something that I never really learned in school, but I really did learn when I started working for myself, and I wish that they would teach you like time management and like how like valuable your time is and how efficient you should be or need to be at your time. Yeah, all that to be said, we ended up ordering groceries, and they're supposed to get here. The reason I'm telling you this is they're supposed to get here in 30 minutes, but I'm currently on a walk and I'm about 30 minutes away, meaning that I need to probably head home. The last time I talked to you was like 3.5 hours ago. I've just spent the last couple hours getting a few things done, but honestly, it's funny that I started this with time management. I mostly just played video games. Yeah. Sometimes when I turn the camera on to talk to you, I have no idea what I'm going to talk about. I just let myself talk. That was an example of that. I think there's a Michael Scott quote where he says something like, sometimes I just start a sentence and I just find it along my way, or hope that I find it along my way. That's what that was.